All right, so here's my formula chart. I'm looking for volume of a cylinder. That is V equals big B times H. Remember that big B means area of the base. So I'm going to write my formula down on my paper, try to use it. So I have V equals big B times H. Now for that big B, I need to find the area of the base. My base shape is a circle. So I need to know how to find the area of a circle. That's what I'm going to use for my big B. So on my formula chart, once again, I find area of a circle. That would be pi r squared. So A equals pi r squared. So once we have that, we can plug it in over here in place of our big B. So let's do that real quick. So our area is equal to pi, which we're probably going to put in 3.14, because that's what we're used to putting in, times the radius squared. So our radius was 1.5. And we could write that squared, or we could write it as 3.14 times 1.5 times 1.5, whichever you're most comfortable with. I'm going to type that in my calculator real quick so we can find out what that answer is, or what that part of our answer is. So here's our calculator friend. And I type in open parentheses 3.14, close parentheses, open parentheses 1.5, close parentheses, open parentheses 1.5, close parentheses. I get 7.065. So on here I have A equals 7.065. So my area for the base is this number. Also remember, since I've been multiplying in here, I did feet times feet, so this would be feet squared right now if we were keeping track of units. So we'll go ahead and put that in place of B. So I have a volume is equal to 7.065. And I want to multiply that times the height. Now remember, the height is the distance between our two bases, so that would be 80 feet. We're going to multiply those two things together. So in our calculator, once again, we're going to type in 7.065, and we're going to make sure we have parentheses in there. I'm going to clear that out and try it again. Open parentheses, 7.065, close parentheses, open parentheses, 80, close parentheses, and I get 565.2. 565.2. All right, I had feet squared, so this was feet squared, and I'll multiply it times feet, so feet squared times feet should give me feet cubed. So if I'm looking at my answer choices, I see two that are really close together here. I'm going to pick this one because it's the closest to what I have to the nearest cubic foot. If I cut this part off and I was just going to the nearest cubic foot, it would be 565. Now, my answer might have been slightly different had I used a different number for pi. If I had typed in the pi symbol on my calculator, I might have gotten something closer to this number. But since most of us use 3.14, going with answer choice D.